fellas? It's your boy Chico, aka Art the Goon, back at it again. And we're gonna talk about why you can't progress in life. Literally, the notepad right here, you probably can't even see what the fuck it says. But we're gonna talk about it. Oh shit, my phone fell, chat. But honestly, the reason that you can't progress in life, for a couple of reasons, of course. First off, so to start off with life, it has ups and downs. While we're going through life and shit, and we're going up, and we're winning, like we feel happy, we feel excited, everything's going our way. But then once shit starts going down, like at first, like you probably a little panic. As you still going down, you're like, all right, fuck, like what's going on? You feel like everything's losing control. Start feeling stressed out. You start like overthinking. You start doing a whole bunch of things. You start losing out of your routine, your systems, and all that. And right there, that's the point where a lot of people fold, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going in a downward spiral, and I'm gonna just keep continuing with that, and like say, forget everything that's happened over the last couple 6 months." So with life and not progressing in life, it really comes down to a couple of things, and I'm really making this video because since I came back from Puerto Rico, for those of you that don't know, that don't watch me, I went back into Puerto Rico for a week, almost like 10 days. So I went to Puerto Rico like for 10 days. It was back in May. It was the week before Memorial Day weekend. So I was out there like almost 10 days. And I was doing like, I had my fun out there, whatever, spend my money. And when I got back, hold on, this chair throwing me off. But when I got back, I was like, all right, I'm going on a 90-day run, lock in, get my physique right, get my body right. Physique and body, same thing. Get my physique right, get my mind right, get my money right. And it was going good. I'm not gonna lie, it was going good. I was rigging OT. I built up my emergency fund. I had paid off. I cured a little bit of debt out there, but I mean, it's because of me doing it honestly to enjoy myself. I cured a little bit of debt, took care of that, built my emergency fund, started saving up for my car. What else? Physique wise, I'm not gonna lie, the physique, like I had gained weight up there, like I gained some fat, and it was also my stomach being inflamed from all the alcohol and shit. But lost that, was building up my physique, was building my muscles. Everything was going pretty good up until recently, right? So I'll say like about 2 weeks ago, like that's when I started seeing like all my systems was going downhill. So this is like what I'm saying. For you, you might came back from vacation, you decided to lock in, might maybe be a 90-day run or whatnot, but you feel like, all right, boom, you doing so good, you going up, bang, 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 right? You getting your money, you getting into the gym, you starting to get more confident, you starting to get more smarter, and then out of nowhere, it's like, boom, you get smacked with something, and it's like everything start going downhill, and you start feeling bad, and it's like, damn, like, what the hell happened? Like, I had everything on locks, and one of the main reasons for that is distractions, because I'm not going to lie, yeah, everything was going up. I was rigging my OT, getting my money up. I was in the gym doing my workouts, doing my cardio, eating right. But then what started fucking me up, and this is something I realized, like I said, distractions can slow you. I will say I came back what? So like the week of Memorial Day, tell you right now, fellas, the week of Memorial Day, I came back and like I said, I was doing my thing. So it was we're July 16th. I came back the 24th. I came back the 24th. Everything was going good. I'll say the week before, I think the Knicks winning the chip, or the week of the Knicks winning the chip. That's when on the weekends I'm like, all right, like I've been doing good. I started going out on the weekends. Granted, I had went out for like 4 weekends straight. Like it was crazy, right? Boom. The week I was on a I remember I was on a 30. I was gonna go 30 days sober. The week before that, I remember. The week before that, it was my brother's 21st birthday. So I'm like, all right, it's a good reason to drink. My brother's only gonna be 21 once, never again. So all right, we had our drinks. So boom, that was cool. Next weekend, the Knicks winning the chip. That's another valid reason. I mean, when you Dominican, you look for any valid reason. But boom, that weekend went out, drank and everything. Boom, shit, low key pushed me back. So I already had 2 weekends drinking, but my systems was pretty good. Week after that, what did I do the week after that? I'm pretty sure I went out again. But then that's like when my routine and systems was slipping up. Like with me, I'll be budgeting my paycheck, so make sure I got my bills set aside, my weekly spending, whatever I spend for the car. Like that's like the three things. So then that weekly spending, I was getting my groceries and all that. But that's when shit started slipping up because I'm like, like I know I'm about to go out, whatever. So for example, I say between $150 to $200 for weekly spending, and like bro, come Saturday, like at least 75, 100 of that shit is gone. So it's like in a week, so I say 150. I'm like, damn, like I can't even buy my like groceries for my diet and shit. So then that shit started slowing down. Shit started distracting me. Like, granted, do I regret every experience I've had like since I've been going out? Both yes and no. Yes, I've had some amazing times out there. You know, learn shit, had fun, built memories, built experience. But at the same time, it pushed me back because me spending that money when I was out there pushed me back and not let me put my money into my body. So what's been happening was I would say like for about like 2 weeks now, with all that distraction happening, I haven't been eating right on my diet. So my physique being like knocked off, that shit slowed my progress down. That fucked up my mindset, fucked up all everything. Excuse my language, but that knocked everything off. And that little thing right there is got carried into everything else. So for you, it might be one little thing. For me, it's my physique. When my physique is off, I start getting off. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like as long as my physique is right, my diet is right, everything else goes smooth. But when now it's not going right, that's when I want to say start slipping up, but that's when everything else feels bad. It starts not being as routine as it should be. So for you, it might be, you not getting your money, you not working out. It's gonna be something. And when you have the distractions, yeah, at first it's fun, but then when you keep letting it compound, that's when you're like, damn, like what's going on? Like now, like I'm fucking shit out of luck because this shit fucked me over, and now my progress is getting pushed behind, or you're getting delayed on it. Like with me, I'm getting delayed on my progress. Literally last night, like I said, the reason me making the video was because of the issue I had last night. Last night I was like low key stressed out. I'm at work. I'm on my break. And I'm like, damn, like what's going on? Like where would I slip up? That's why I start backtracking. Literally, I buy ChatGPT Plus. I got that shit on my phone. Literally, I hop on ChatGPT. Mind you, me and him have a chat. I had that shit pinned at the top of my thing. It's just talking about life, helping me make my next moves, how to plan shit out. Even though, yes, granted, I follow 90% of things that it says, and it's like 10%, like I adjust and go with it on the fly, cause not everything can be perfect week by week. But from there, I start talking to bro. I'm like, listen, like my physique's been slipping up. I've been low key gaining my fat back. Not only that, I've noticed like I've built muscles. But I've been adding a layer of fat on it again. My money, I feel like I had no money. Feel like I was losing my time. All this talking about content and all that. And it's like, listen. As soon as I set the diet shit too, it's like, hold on, I gotta let my boy be a pass. But as soon as like I explained everything to him, like, all right, boom, this is what's affecting that, and it's true with me. Once my physique or diet is off, like that's when I start like spiraling, going downwards. But now we're going back upwards. So that's literally what was knocking me off. That routine of having that, eating the right food, training right, was literally what was fucking me over. And once like I identified that, I'm like, all right, I feel better about it. So now with my budget's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, like my car savings is gonna be a little bit delayed and shit. But if my physique is what's gonna help me progress forward as it is, because one, I use it for my business, two, I use it for my personal self, my personal confidence and all that, and three, it's literally what helps me keep pushing forward mentally. It's like boom, that's an upgrade. It's an investment to myself, as opposed to now, let's say if I was just getting food just because, oh yeah, I want some snacks, this and that, not ready for my business, then yeah, ChatGPT be like, yo, scratch that, focus on saving for your car, because I do want a car, I want that freedom to be able to drive anywhere, do whatever I gotta do, and not always rely on my parents for that. So boom, me realizing that helped me rebuild my system. It's not that I'm replacing a system, not no magic pill, not no magic, none of that. You don't need a magic pill, you don't need a magic routine, magic workout, because honestly, that's not what it is. You just gotta stack consistent boring weeks back to back to back to back to really see the impact, because this is the boring shit that's gonna help you grow. It's not the flashy shit. And literally, me and ChatGPT was talking, we was literally looking at my old system that was working pretty good until I started getting distracted, and we was just tuning a couple of things up, and then boom, now we back on track. For example, the YouTube video, I don't even remember the last time I made a YouTube video. Whatever is the last YouTube video on my channel, that was literally the last time I sat down in front of this camera and made a video. Besides that, like on content with Instagram and all that, I've been posting, staying consistent on that, even though at first I was posting 3, 4, 5, even 6 times a day. Now lately I just been posting once or twice, so that kind of slowed me down. But granted, it's because my physique is not looking as good and I don't feel as sexy, so that's why the shit hasn't been as consistent. So me rebuilding a routine is what's gonna help me out, and this is what you gotta do. If you feel like you're going down and you're not progressing in life, revisit your routine. If you talk with ChatGPT, I'm not gonna lie, tap in with ChatGPT, bro. He'll be shitting on it, but bro, tap in with ChatGPT. If not, take you a notebook, take you a pencil, take you some your notes on your phone. It don't matter. Write down, journal everything that's been happening recently, and then look at it. Be like, damn, all right, I messed up with this, with that. All right, before this and that happened, I was doing this, and that. Like with me, for example, I haven't been doing my cardio, my 20-minute cardio. that I usually do on my treadmill, I haven't done it, and that's also another reason why I feel like fat. I'm seeing that fat gain on me, right? So doing shit, little shit like that, fixing your routine is just gonna help you progress forward, not retract. It's gonna help you progress. Like I just said that. Honestly, it's really all it is in life to progress. Keep stacking the boring wins. I'm not saying stay out the way completely. Like yes, if you wanna have your fun once in a while, go ahead do that because that's what's gonna help you be more consistent. It's gonna be help you be more locked in. But just don't fall in the spiral of doing it for 3, 4, 5, 6 weekends back to back to back, because then that's when you're gonna hurt yourself more than really gaining something from it. Literally, after the second week, I should have been done. After the second week, I should have been done. But I live and I learn. I learn from my mistakes, and now I'm more locked in, more disciplined to want to get to my goals. So that's really all it is, fellas. Just to leave you with that. Hopefully you fellas, hopefully you fellas are getting sexy. Yeah, building your mind up, getting your money right, and that's really all it is. If you want to train with me one-on-one for personal training, check the link in the description. I believe in all you guys. You guys can progress. You guys are beautiful. You guys are sexy. And yeah, that being said, grab what you deserve in life, fellas, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bow.